Evening, folks. North here. Happy Saturday, June the 20th, 2020. Happy early Father's Day to everyone. All the fathers out there. Fathers, grandfathers, great-grandfathers, great-great-great-grandfathers. Any grandfathers you have, great uncles. Happy Father's Day to all you. It's finally cooled down enough. Humidity is broken. And we can now finally have a little bit of a fire. I was able to get back outside, a little reprieve from the heat once we got some shade, and so we're going to sit out here and enjoy it finally. I may talk a lot, I might not talk at all. I don't know. My camera may shut off because I don't really know how to run my camera. So it's going to be what it's going to be. Hope everyone had a great day today. You know, as hot as it was, I hope you went out or stayed in and did something productive. Got some things done. Do a little bit at a time, you'll get it done. That's what it's all about, right?
I would definitely do carrots.
So I did some gardening today. I did a bunch of gardening. I left a video earlier for you guys. Should I have done more? Yes, I should have. Did I? No, I didn't. It was just too hot and I was taking a break, and that was enough. I'll get some more done in the morning, and I'll make a video of that once I get it done, and I'll share that with you guys. But I hope you're all good. I hope you're all staying cool, having a nice weekend. You know, it's tough sometimes when it's hot like this to really, you know, get the gumption to get stuff done, or really even to relax and enjoy yourself sometimes, you know. It can be very difficult. It cooled off enough. I went up earlier today to a job site while it was hot, and I got some picked up some more firewood, you know, just cleaned up some of their scrap from around the job site. So here we are, having a nice little fire. Fire's just getting started, so we'll add you know, a few little pieces to it to let it do its thing before we add any bigger pieces, because you know, I mean, everyone knows, graduate your stuff. Don't just throw all the big stuff in at once, right? So let the little guys do their thing there for a little bit and relax and enjoy it. Tomorrow's another day. Tomorrow's going to be another hot day. Another opportunity to get some things done you want to get done. I have a flower bed over to my my right here, which is naked. You guys might have seen in the video earlier, which I'm going to fill tomorrow. There's a lot to do. The fact of the matter is, we're getting stuff done. We're moving forward. Putting food in the ground. Putting food in the ground is highly important, in my opinion. So that's what I've spent my time doing. Are you guys prepared? What have you guys done to prepare today? What are you guys doing to prepare? Are you prepared? I know I'm not. So that's what I keep doing, you know? Am I prepared for something? Yes, I am. I'd have a real struggle after 6 months though, I think. So, I'm gonna keep preparing. I'm training myself right now. Well, these trials, different ways to grow things, sister beds and such. I'm training myself. Sorry, I guess I'm retraining myself because I have gardened in the past, but it's been many, many years. I am retraining myself to garden, which I believe is going to come in handy. I'm going to continue doing. You guys saw I moved all my hostas. I took all my pleasure garden out of here. That was a hard thing for me to do. There was a lot of work in that pleasure garden, and I loved it. But I like not dying more, right?
Where those weeds come from. You don't look like drumsticks.
Not dying is way better than not having food.
If you stop reacting, she'll stop doing it.
And if he's done doing it, I'll stop reacting.
Even if I get 5 pints of beans out of this garden for my pantry, it's 5 pints more beans than I would get by not putting this garden in.
No, look, there's one right there. Alright, yeah.
We gotta do what we can. Gotta make an effort. Always keep doing. As long as you're doing something, you're making forward progress. And if you have an objective, you know, like make a plan. And you know what? When we're gonna talk about prepping, don't go ahead and make yourself a great big old list, because once you have a great big old list, that's just going to be overwhelming. Make your list a couple of items, you know, and break those items down, what needs to be done on the list. Say for example, if it's gardening, you know, okay, so write your title, gardening. Okay, buy the seeds. If you don't have proper soil, buy the things to amend the soil, like peat and like you know, some sort of compost, whether it be sheep compost or cow manure compost or seafood compost, whatever. Get something to augment your soil if your soil is no good, right? That's what will help your plants, right? Make your list. Okay, so all right, gardening. You need your seeds, you need your dirt. Do you need to trellis that? You know, you gotta ask yourself these questions and do all the things. So you gotta do all the things. Look at something, look into it, and then do all the things. Don't look into all the things all at once for your whole prepping list that you need to do, because that will make you stop. That'll shut anybody down. It's just too overwhelming. You can't do it. Unless you just have endless money to throw at it and make phone calls and say, hey, somebody come over here and do all this and bring all this over here. You know, God bless those people that have that kind of money, but I'm not sure if I should God bless those people or not, because people that have all that kinds of money to do that are probably exploiting folks like you and I. That's probably where that money came from. So I don't know. I'm a little mixed on that that aspect. But keep doing. Make your lists. Don't make them too big. Address each item on the list individually. Try not to do it collectively, because like I said, it's just too much. Too much. But prep. Get some food. Dry food. Put it in a dry place. Get some water. Put it in a dark place. Get your means of self-protection. And keep that everywhere. You don't protect yourself, your food preps are no good to you. You can't drink water if you don't have water to cook your preps. If you don't have a way to clean water or acquire water, your preps are no good to you. Unless you can barter them for water or whatever, you know? Like, always think outside the box. Always think outside the box. But I think we're in a time of, you know, everything's going crazy. It's really going crazy. And how long do you think it is before society really, really pushes the boundary? You know? We've got the riots. COVID. Like, COVID. What is COVID, okay? Alright, is COVID a thing that's overblown? And being used as a method of control, as a test system, you know, to further their agenda? I kind of think it is. If you have a different thought, please leave a comment down below, because I'd love to hear it for sure. I'd love to have a different introspect on the subject, because, you know, I think what I think, and, you know, you as people, you guys think as you think, and we all get different ideas about things, so it's interesting when we can share them, right? So I think it's important that we do that. So let me, why don't you guys let me know what you guys think about the whole COVID thing. I think it's a terrible thing. Personally, I think it was released, whether it was purposely or not on purpose. I believe it was the information regarding it was suppressed in the country of its origin. And I kind of followed the timeline of it until it, you know, came here to Canada. So basically, from the country of origin, I was watching it from November, and then 5 months later, it kind of arrived here, and you know, I could see all the measures that were taken, and I could see how many number of months or weeks it would be before it came here. And I tried to share that with some of my Canadian brothers and sisters, and some of them wouldn't have it, and some of them just said, "Oh, it's the flu," and you know, then a week later they were wearing a mask. So I don't know. I don't watch mainstream news. I watch alternative sources so that I get the heads up on what's going on, right? I want to see what's going on before it gets here. I'm not sure if you guys are the same or not, but I like to watch alternative news from different parts of the globe. Like, I'm in all kinds of chats all over the place. I'm talking to people in France, Australia, Vietnam. I'm talking to people in Argentina, many different states of the United States. I'm talking to people all over the globe. Ireland, you know, Hope's down there in Ireland. So I'm talking to a lot of people all over the place, hearing what's going on, where it's going on, when it's going on. So I don't get the news when it comes here. I get the news when I ask the right person for it. And I hope you guys do the same, okay? Because being informed. Being informed is your most valuable tool. Information is knowledge. Knowledge is power. You know? when the balloon goes up, knowledge is going to be power. Do you have a ham radio and a Faraday cage? Right? If you're on solar, do you have extra diodes in a Faraday cage? Do you have a generator in a Faraday cage? Personally, myself, there's only so much I can do here in an urban environment. Like, I'm in an apartment. You guys see me tiny gardening, right? I'm trying to figure out how to garden in a tiny environment, right? Like, my place is so small. I do have places to store it. I'll show to store all those things. You know, I already have a fairly considerable pantry, but I'll make a point of showing how to get it started